Good afternoon. Once a juvenile delinquent, a teenage runaway, in and out of juvenile hall and group homes for troubled adolescents. Doesn't sound much like a future recipient of the Alumni Pillar of Achievement, but he is. You see, that is who Golden West College is. A place that opens its arms and gives students a second chance, new beginning, the opportunity to have learning experiences inside and outside the classroom. We got lucky. Steve found us, and we found him. While attending Golden West College, Steve accomplished some unimaginable goals before he graduated on May 25th, 1994. His story started by taking a few classes, observing and getting to know the campus. He crafted his skill in sign language and became a dependable interpreter, which landed him a job in the Disabled Students Programs and Services. He mentioned to me that his college success class with Dean Mancina in 1991 gave him the ability to learn how to be a successful student and manage his time. He also saw the value of getting involved in student life. A 23-year-old student that had never participated in organized activities took a chance, came up to the student activities office, and decided to run for the activities commissioner position in student council. I was the fortunate recipient of his energy, his enthusiasm, and good nature. During the 2 years I served as Steve's advisor, I had the pleasure of watching him grow and become a dynamic leader. Steve never shied away from speaking. He would go out and talk to students, staff about student government, clubs, and life experiences. He would share his vision on increasing student participation through activities on campus. He worked at feeding people with positive energy as much as possible, so much that his favorite phrase was, to all of us council members and people in student government, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. In 1993, Steve was elected the student body president to the Associated Students. He spent time serving a number of committees, such as the President's Cabinet and Shared Governments. But one of the most rewarding committees Steve served on was that of the Student Equity Committee, in which he had to work with faculty and administrators to write a plan to send to the State Chancellor's office. I remember the day he came to the office glowing with pride that the plan was finished and he had to sign it before it was sent off. He felt he had accomplished something great for our students. Steve was active in 2 clubs on campus, the Silent Rustlers and the Alpha Gamma Sigma Honor Society, in which he became a permanent member for his academic excellence. Outside of academic classes, Steve served as a peer counselor and volunteer at the Orangewood Children's Foundation. He also spent time fine-tuning his speaking skills with Toastmasters International. After competitions, Steve would share the ribbons and trophies he would receive for his first place speeches. While in Toastmasters, he served as the Vice President of Membership and Sergeant of Arms. So it isn't surprising that his love for giving speeches and training others led him to completing his bachelor's degree in communications and to the profession of training others as a corporate regulatory trainer in over 44 states. All of Steve's hard work paid off when he graduated and was named the R. Dudley Boyce Outstanding Student of the Year, in which receiving this honor today makes him the first recipient of both awards. Steve received 28 nominations that year for Outstanding Student, the most any student had ever received. I want to share a few thoughts from his nominators. Bud Boyd Hudnall, faculty. Steve has worked hard for everything he has achieved. Paula Macharo, our Disabled Student Program and Services Director. Steve was instrumental in mobilizing students in a letter writing campaign to vote no on increasing college tuition. Dr. Mei Wu, faculty. He appears to exhibit compassion, high ethical standards, and intelligence. Wendy Weber, who was our public relations director, said, "His invaluable and personal skills make it easy for him to work with people effectively, and he communicates successfully with all levels of people, from the college president to the college groundkeepers, from faculty to students." And finally, Professor Tom Chambers wrote, "With an inquisitive mind, an active intelligence, awesome work ethic, and an engaging personality, and an unusual motivation, there is no doubt in my mind that Steve Barnes will one day be one of our outstanding alumni." So it is truly my pleasure this afternoon, on behalf of Golden West College, to present to my friend and my former student, Steve Barnes, the Alumni Pillar of Achievement. I do want to add that since Steve does interpret, he will be giving his speech both in sign language and English, of course.
Thank you, Valerie. I'm not only happy to receive this award, I'm excited. And I can explain that through an article that Harvard Health Publications put out. They said that happiness is strongly and consistently linked to gratitude. I am very thankful for going to this college. I'd like you to imagine for just a minute being on a boat. You fall off the boat, and the boat takes off. Then somebody on the shore, they see what's happened, they call for help. It's not one person that comes, it's the whole department. And they don't throw you a line, instead, they teach you to swim. Then you arrive on shore, you go about your life, and 21 years later, they call you up, and they want to offer you an award. And that's how I feel today. Dean, you taught my College 100 class. You, coming from group homes, special ed in high school, I didn't have a lot of confidence in college. But what you taught me gave me that confidence when I was able to graduate. I've shared that story thousands of times in 44 states and many times at 37,000 feet. It inspires a lot of people because of what you taught me. Maureen, Terry's not here, but Valerie, you guys should have had something added to your job title, counselor, because the hours and hours that they spent just listening to my many stories and problems, it really helped me a lot. Val, as a leader, you taught me not only how to lead, but follow, and I'm making her cry, watch. And sometimes get out of the way. You always were able to balance between, I knew that you were interested in me, and helped me be more interested in the college. You know, in many religions, they have the breaking of the bread, and it's the sharing of the body of Christ, and so on. This award for me, I want all of you to know that when I look at it, what I'm going to see is your influence in my life. And it's not just the people from Golden West College. It's my family that's here today. My friends that are here today, as well as those special ed teachers and the staff and the teachers at the group home. For those of you who don't know sign language, the sign for thank you is this. And in sign, when you want to give emphasis to something, you use your facial expression, your body language. Thank you. For the staff of the group home, the teachers, special ed teachers in high school, for my friends, for my family, and especially for those of you at Golden West College. I think. Thank you.
Congratulations, Steve. It's quite apparent why you won a lot of Toastmaster ribbons. Our next alumni honoree is Chief Daniel Laura.